What's going on, guys? ShadowNinja here, and today I just want to make a video talking about some of the feedback that journalists and reporters have been talking about when they experienced No Man's Sky's VR or virtual reality experience of lately. Now, first things first, I am mostly going to be talking about a lot of good things that came about this. Now, there are some bad things, actually one bad thing, but it's not a bad thing I didn't expect. But most of these good things are things that just, people have just said their feedback. And I'm just going to sum up what I saw. I'm going to post a few articles down in the description below. Check them out. They're very good reads, and they give you a good description of what the No Man's Sky VR is all about, as well as just, the overall experience they had, and kind of, it was meant to be like this. Now, first things first, a lot of things I've been reading and been seeing have been, talking about how immersive this VR experience is probably one of the most immersive experiences yet. I mean, like, the fact that No Man's Sky in general is a massive universe, it is kind of, transcended itself into, like, its own reality per se. Being able to step in that reality with a virtual reality headset, kind of just takes things to another level you never thought was possible maybe 5 years ago. Like, honestly, that's kind of nuts. And some people talk about how, like, they were just lost in this world, and it wasn't even, like, bad. They were just like, oh my god, I'm on top of a mountain. I really feel like I'm on top of a mountain. I see it to a perspective. Instead of it looking to a monitor, I see it in this VR headset. Now, pretty much all the stuff, the feedback I'm going to be talking about was captured on a PlayStation VR. So this is not Oculus, this is not Vive. Those are more superior headsets, but we're not going to be talking about that because, again, they haven't really experienced that because they were on PlayStation VR. So with that being said, they kind of just, they said how it was pretty awesome of, like, the fact that the world of No Man's Sky, or the universe of No Man's Sky, really went to another level even of immersion of how, like, the fact that you can just virtually step in the world is unbelievable. Now, with some of the controls, you can basically, you can go reach back with your right hand and you can pull out a gun, you can reach back and put it back, or reach back and switch it. Now, I've seen a few videos about it. I'm not 100% sure how it works. I think I'll get a better understanding when I'm just experiencing it myself. That's kind of how I like learning, just experiencing by myself. But so far, those controls look really good. Now, one of the things he talked about too was the fact that the good thing is that if you have, like, a large save data, say you play No Man's Sky for 200 hours and you want to play it VR, no problem. You can play that 200 hour, save data that you have in virtual reality, no cost, no new save data. It's a built-in update that's not going to be a separate port. It's a full-on experience that will be added on to what's already in No Man's Sky. And me personally, I think that's fantastic. I think that's great. It lets, players that just been playing this a long time experience what they've been playing. Because No Man's Sky, when you're not playing on creative, is an extreme, it's an extreme grind. I can definitely agree to that. It's an extreme grind, so, people that put that grind in there, they can experience it in virtual reality. Now, on to some of the bad things. Now, for one, there is, a chance of being nauseous, like you're feeling nauseous. That's kind of built in with any VR headset. They talked about many different things. How Sean Murray was kind of talking about, hey, how do we, improve on the, the visuals, or, like, the movements, not to make people, nauseous. And it was kind of like, the teleportation, different ways, different standard ways, and basically they did their best they could, but it's inevitable of, potentially feeling nauseous while playing this experience. It's kind of one of the bad things about virtual reality right now, and how developers haven't really been able to fine-tune that immersion, but yet not making you nauseous. Little sense. And another thing too is that the virtual reality experience will graphically be a little bit of a downgrade when it comes to, seeing. It's not going to be as crisp and as clear as you see on your monitor. VR headsets, particularly, they talked about how the PSVR, isn't really, the best. It's going to be a little gradient, and it's not going to look 100% how you see it on screen normally when looking through your monitor. But again, the experience will be there. Now, Sean Murray also said that, when testing it, they did say that, the VR on PC is far more better. Not far more better, but it does have a little bit of, more benefits. Now, it's not 100% monitor standard. But again, they tested out. They were like, yeah, VR on the PC build, on a PC port or PC experience will be better than the PlayStation VR. But again, the PlayStation VR is not a highly expensive, like Oculus or Vive. It is a pretty good, affordable virtual reality headset for gaming. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got for this one. Now, for more, updates on No Man's Sky VR, what's going to be the third component? That's a big thing about No Man's Sky Beyond. We do not know the third component yet. We know that No Man's Sky Online, No Man's Sky Virtual Reality, and the question mark for the third component of the Beyond update is still unknown. So definitely like and subscribe, to this channel to stay tuned for that. But that's pretty much all I got for this one. Again, you want to read these full details of the what I just described, definitely check the description down below. I linked a few articles that I read. They are pretty good. They sum up the experience pretty well. There's not much gameplay out there that we haven't seen too much, but a lot of these journalists, they kind of broke down their experiences and what they personally thought of No Man's Sky VR, especially when compared to the base game or the game that's currently live right now. But until next time, guys, hope you guys have a good one. ShadowNinja here, and I'm out.